There are real places on Earth that don't fully make sense. Not myths. Locations on a map where science, history, and geography still don't quite line up. Here are 6 of them. 1. The Richat structure isn't natural. From space, the Richat structure stands out immediately. A massive set of concentric rings rising out of the Sahara Desert in Mauritania. Known as the Eye of the Sahara, it's so distinct that astronauts once used it as a navigation landmark. Officially, the formation is considered natural, the result of uplifted rocks slowly eroded over millions of years. But that explanation has never fully satisfied researchers. The structure's symmetry is unusually precise, with evenly spaced rings that don't resemble surrounding geology. Early theories even suggested a meteor impact, but expected evidence never materialized. That lack of consensus fuels speculation. Some believe the Richat structure could be the eroded remains of an ancient settlement, reduced to its foundations by time and erosion. Others have linked it to Plato's description of Atlantis, not as myth, but as a misremembered location. There's no proof, but there's also no explanation everyone agrees on. And when a structure this large and this ordered resists clear answers, it invites questions about what history might have lost. 2. Antarctica's interior is being avoided on purpose. Most images of Antarctica focus on its edges, research stations, ice shelves, and frozen coastlines. What's rarely discussed is the continent's vast interior, one of the least physically explored regions on Earth. We have satellite data, elevation maps, and ice thickness measurements, but very little direct human presence. Expeditions inland are rare, expensive, and tightly controlled. The official explanation points to extreme cold, danger, and cost, which makes sense, up to a point. Critics argue that explanation feels incomplete in a world where humans drill into the deep ocean and maintain a constant presence in space. Antarctica's interior isn't impossible to reach, it's just inconvenient. Subglacial mountains, unusual radar reflections, and unexplained heat signatures have all been documented, yet rarely pursued further. The conspiracy isn't that something is hidden beneath the ice. It's that exploration slows when answers become costly, disruptive, or difficult to explain. 3. The Amazon is covering up an entire lost world. For decades, the Amazon rainforest was believed to be too hostile to support advanced civilizations. Poor soil, dense jungle, and extreme climates supposedly limited human development. That idea collapsed with the rise of LiDAR technology. Beneath the forest canopy, researchers have discovered vast networks of roads, canals, and large settlements. Evidence of complex societies that once supported millions of people. These civilizations engineered the land and managed resources on a massive scale. The rainforest didn't stop them. It grew over their remains after collapse. This discovery rewrites parts of human history, suggesting advanced societies existed far earlier and far more widely than previously believed. Yet public awareness remains surprisingly low. The conspiracy isn't suppression, it's neglect. Textbooks lag behind discoveries, funding is limited, and the jungle continues to reclaim what's left. The Amazon doesn't just hide wildlife, it hides time. 4. The Yonaguni Monument shouldn't exist. Off the coast of Japan, beneath shallow water, lies a massive stone formation known as the Yonaguni Monument. It features flat terraces, sharp edges, and step-like shapes that look more constructed than eroded. Some geologists argue it's natural, formed by fractures and erosion. Others point to its precise geometry and layered appearance, which seem inconsistent with random geological processes. The debate has never been settled. What makes Yonaguni especially intriguing is timing. During the last ice age, the structure would have been above sea level, meaning humans could have accessed it before rising oceans submerged coastal regions worldwide. If the monument is artificial, it challenges accepted timelines of human construction. Because it doesn't fit cleanly into history, it remains officially unresolved, acknowledged, debated, but never fully explained. 5. The Gobi Desert has patterns with no owners. Satellite imagery of the Gobi Desert reveals strange geometric patterns etched across remote regions. Long straight lines, grids, and angular shapes appear far from cities or modern infrastructure. Some are loosely explained as satellite calibration targets or testing sites. Others receive no clear explanation at all. They're visible, publicly accessible, yet rarely discussed. The Gobi has long been a crossroads of civilizations, trade routes, and empires that rose and vanished. History passed through this region and left marks behind, not all of which are clearly understood. The conspiracy isn't that these patterns are extraordinary, it's that they exist in a grey zone, recognized but unexplored. Sometimes what we ignore tells us more than what we investigate. 6. The Baltic Sea anomaly was labeled and abandoned. In 2011, sonar scans of the Baltic Sea floor revealed a large, circular object rising above the seabed. Its shape didn't resemble typical formations associated with glacial debris. Initial attention faded quickly after it was labeled a natural formation. Divers later reported unusual equipment behavior near the site, and the surrounding seabed appeared disturbed, yet further exploration slowed dramatically. Nothing was classified. No access was denied. The anomaly simply stopped being pursued. The conspiracy isn't that the object is something extraordinary. It's that scientific curiosity has limits. When answers aren't guaranteed, mysteries don't get solved, they get sidelined. These places aren't myths. They're real locations still sitting on the map, with questions that haven't gone away. And if you know another place on Earth that doesn't quite add up, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.